All right. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Body Beat down here, Michael. On this Friday morning. So I tried to do a live stream, but our internet's not doing so well. So we'll do a regular video and do it that way, I guess. So I went ahead and made breakfast and ate before I spun this morning. I don't usually do that. I usually come in from my morning bus route and just jump right on the bike. And again, I do this 5 days a week, 30 minutes a day. And it's, it's not like it's life-changing, but it does sometimes help to loosen you up a little bit and get you moving at least a little bit without being too harsh, too jarring. Most people can handle doing this. And this is about the extremes that I do it at. I'm not one of those crazy spinners that are going crazy and going so fast it's like I'm going to take off. So, just kind of do it at a nice, easy pace. Get the blood moving. Get the lungs moving just a tad. So, what to talk about? Well, my workouts this week have been pretty decent. And here we are on Friday. I can't believe it's Friday already. But, workouts are going pretty well. The channel is doing okay. I seem to have a few more newer people taking part more so than some of the people that have been here for a while, which is normal, I guess. If you've seen me work out for the last 4 years, then do you want to see me again? Although I'm trying to add in new stuff, with doing the tire workouts and some Tae-Bo and hitting the heavy bag and just doing some other stuff. I'm trying to add in some things to kind of make it a little bit more interesting, which I think we need to do. It gets really boring just doing the same stuff over and over and over. So I think you need to try to bring not just new things into your life, but bring those new things into your channel, your social media. So, in the news, what's in the news? Egg prices. Egg prices are in the news. Now, I don't talk politics or religion or really hot topic-y, controversial, stupid, newsy type things. I don't like talking about all that crap because at the end of the day, what's it going to really matter? We're all here and gone on this earth like that, so nothing really matters. But one thing I see whenever I'm scrolling around on the old internet is, you see a story maybe about egg prices, or it may not even be a story to do with anything to do with eggs. And the people in the comments, you get embarrassed. You get embarrassed for people. You really do. The people in the comments are just complete asinine idiots. Pretty much on every topic you can think of. But let's just say we have a a news article or something on inflation, grocery store prices, and stuff like that. And people bringing up eggs. And people blaming the president for egg prices. Now, really, it wouldn't even matter if it was Biden that was in office still, or Trump, or Jimmy Carter. It wouldn't matter. They're going to blame the president for egg prices. But the funny thing is, okay, Trump is in office now. He's only been in office, 2 months, month and a half, something like that. I don't know. And people are literally blaming him for the cost of eggs. The cost of eggs went up as soon as COVID hit. As soon as COVID hit, everything went stupid. A $20,000 car is now $40,000. A pack of your cheapest ground beef in a 5-pound tube used to be like $8, and now it's $20, whatever. Eggs used to be, I'm going to go back, I don't know how far, but a dozen eggs used to be, let's say, 50 cents. And now a dozen eggs are $5, $6. All this started in 2020. It didn't start when Trump got in office. This started in 2020. So I don't understand people. Everybody just looks for some little dumb something to blame on the president. So, I don't know, it's just stupid. It's like blaming Biden for, 9/11 or something. Or who, it's like just looking to blame people for everything. Well, technically, it's the entirety of our government that's to blame for everything. It's not the president. And it's surely not the president who just came into office when all this was already a crap show to try to keep things family friendly. The economy was a crap show for the last 5 years. I just don't, I don't know. People are just crazy. And that's one reason I don't follow any of that stuff. And the only reason I see it is because I'm just scrolling through and I'll see something and I'm like, ugh. Do I want to go look in the comments? Do I want to go look? I probably don't want to go look, but I'm going to go look because I just got to see how stupid people are. I don't know. It's crazy. But anyway, we'll get off of that topic. It's just something that's really odd. Just how people think. Different people. And it's all about classes, though. It's all about, what side you're on as to who you blame. And because in the comments, you got this person blaming this person. You got this person blaming this person. And so who's right? It's like Biden didn't do it. Trump didn't do it. The entirety of our government and things that are going on did it. Look at housing prices. We're in a house. We just bought this house like a year and a half ago, unfortunately. Spent 4 times what the house is worth. This is probably an $80,000 to $90,000 home. And we spent, let's say, a lot more than that on this home. And yeah, I regret it every day. I regret everything I do all the time. So I think that's just part of life. You're going to regret literally everything you do. No matter if you think that you've learned your lesson or not, you're always going to screw up and do something again. So, I don't know. But yes, I regret buying this house. I regret selling the house that we were in. The house itself needed a lot of work, but it was in an immaculate neighborhood where people actually want to move to. And this is not the case here. The house has problems. The yard has problems. The neighborhood's too busy. I don't have room for my bus. So it was a bad decision on our part. It's only a 30-year note. No big deal. I'm not going to be alive to see it paid off, so it's all good. Anyway, so let's get on the workouts. That's what we're here for, guys, the working out. So this week, like I said, was pretty good. And I hope people can start appreciating the days when I'm not necessarily killing the weights, but I'm doing more cardio or body weight, or, you know, doing the heavy bag and the Tae-Bo and the tires and jumping rope and jumping jacks and push-ups. And, you know, I hope at some point people can really start appreciating that stuff, because it's needed just as much as the basic movements. All that stuff is needed. We need to move, and we need to have that little bit of cardio. And it also helps. It's not just cardio. It helps with, you know, our health. You know, it's a health thing, and it's a fitness thing, and there's some hand-eye coordination things and balance things, and, you know, it works like your whole nervous system, your whole everything when you do those type of things. So they're needed just as much as a bench press, a deadlift, or a squat. We can't just live by those three things. And yesterday I had a pretty good day. I don't know what I did. I did some jumping rope. I did some Tae-Bo. I did some different types of push-ups. And I did, the first time I ever tried this, I did some meditation. And I got, you know, that's all on video. Go check it out. Matter of fact, when it gets to the meditation point, you could actually meditate with me. And I'm going to start putting some of that on my channel. You know, not all the time. Nobody wants to see me sitting around meditating for 10, 15 minutes, you know, in a video. But I'm going to start adding a little clip here and there, maybe a little short, stuff like that. Because I think it's needed, and it's something that I want to add into my daily routine. And if there's anyone out there in this world that needs some meditation and maybe something that might could calm them down a little bit and what have you, it's me. So anyway, so today I'm going to be doing legs. And I just stacked up on a pretty good protein-packed breakfast. And I don't know what my lunch will be. I usually don't like to eat that much lunch because I'm just not hungry. But I'll try to eat something, maybe a can of tuna or a piece of chicken, something like that. I want to make sure that I have enough energy in me to have a good leg day, because I have plans to try to reach my goal today without giving too much away, but 99.999% of the people won't make it this far anyway. My goal for my squats is to get to a 450 pound squat. Now I know there's people out there, Michael, that's not a big squat. That's nothing. There's 15-year-old little boys that are out there doing that. Okay, well, I'm happy for the 15-year-old boys or girls, whoever's doing it. But that's not me. So, my goal is to get to a 450-pound squat. And that's it. I don't really feel the need to do a whole lot more. But I do have I do think that I will try to go further up in weight with like a box squat or a bench squat, because technically the hardest part for me when doing a squat is like most people, and that's coming up out of the hole. Going down into position, not that difficult. It's the coming back up, and this is what she said. Anyway, it's coming up out of the hole that's the problem. That's where all that power has to come from. So a bench squat kind of takes that away, because you get to kind of rest for a second. Or even if you don't rest, if it's just touch and go, it's still, your legs are not taking that full weight like they do whenever you're just freely squatting. So a bench squat, I feel like I might try to go up quite a bit more than 450. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes. I have done a 450 bench squat. But also remember that my bench is a tall bench. It's 21 inches tall, which is way too tall. I need a different bench. But I keep putting it off. I don't want to buy another one. So I'm debating on if I want to build a box or buy some sort of a squat box. So anyway, I'm going to try and push myself today and see if I can't get my squat PR today. And if I do happen to get it, that don't mean I'm not going to ever do it again. I always like to try my PRs, handful of times, just for good measure. Make sure that I get them. Make sure that, I'm happy and content with what I've got. So even if I were to get it today, eventually I'll try it again. Or even if I don't get it today, I'm going to eventually try it again. So, anywho. So we're coming up on warmer weather. Usually this don't affect me, but now I'm going to let it affect me, and I'm going to say now we're coming up on warmer weather. So this spring and summer, I might try to get maybe a bike ride or two in, an actual bike. I still got my bike, and see if I can't get a bike ride or two in, just for a little bit of more variety, a little more exercise and fun. See, when I first started cycling back in 2016, February 2016, I started cycling because I always wanted to cycle, kind of be a road cyclist to some degree. I wasn't your quote-unquote normal-looking roadie. I dress like this on a flat bar bike, where they're on drop bars and wearing spandex and all this kind of other stuff. But anyway, so I cycled for fun and adventure and, the love of it for quite a while. But then it kind of turned into, well, I'm doing this for exercise. It went from kind of being fun and adventurous out there on my bike to, well, now I'm just doing this every day for my exercise. And eventually I stopped cycling after 5.5 years and went to this. And I've been doing this every day since. But I think I want to get out and run the streets again, maybe a time or two. in the spring and summer. Not necessarily long rides, but something. Used to, I would ride at least 1 hour, which would get me about 12 miles. A lot of my rides were between an hour to an hour and a half. And then I'd have some longer rides that would take me maybe 3 or 4 hours. So it just kind of depended on how crazy I wanted to go. But 90% of my rides were like an hour. So I don't know what I'll do, if I'll do that again or if I'll just ride, maybe 30 minutes to kind of mimic what I do on this for 30 minutes, but go out and ride for 30 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. I do want to do more stuff. I would like to get out of the house more. Go shoot some basketball. Walk around the park. Go play football with myself. Something. It's not easy finding people to do stuff with. When your kids grow up and they don't care to be around you no more, and your nephews and your nieces, and you don't have any friends, you do a lot of stuff by yourself. And that's the way I've been for a lot of years now. A lot of years. Just kind of do stuff by myself. I've told the story before, but being by myself, one day I just packed up the tennis balls and a racket and went to the tennis court. I was just going to play tennis by myself. I got out there and hit the ball a couple of times. And then I got interrupted by a phone call or something. I don't remember. I think it was one of my nephews calling. I don't remember. He wanted to go eat or go do something. I can't remember what it was. So I packed up and, went and did whatever. I think it was that. I think he wanted to go eat. I don't remember. That's one thing you got to learn, though, over time, is learn how to do things by yourself. And although some people might look at that as, man, that's kind of sad. Well, it's even sadder to not do things. You need to stay busy, and whether that's with family and friends or by yourself, you need to keep yourself busy. Life is still enjoyable, even by yourself. And, I got a wife. I've been married since '93. But my wife doesn't really do anything. She's just a go to work and come home and sit there kind of person. So she's never really been, she's not an active person. She's never been an active person. So I never could really go to her for anything like that. Like, hey, you want to go for a bike ride or go for a walk, or you want to go work out? You want to go do whatever? Or, she's just not that kind of person. I've never understood that, though, how people don't want to do things like at all. I don't mean do things all day long, 7 days a week, but, have hobbies and passions and, different things in life that have you do something. Even if she had not just she, but if anyone, if you even have a passion just to put a puzzle together or color or draw, build little dioramas or whatever those things are called, or, something. It just seems like you'd want to do something other than just sit there and watch TV or play on your phone, or I don't know. I've always had to do something. Always. And I guess like a lot of people, you turn to working out. I mean, I had a passion for bodybuilding and strongman and muscular physiques and fit physiques and all that kind of stuff from a tiny child. So I didn't just start working out in my older years thinking, well, I have nothing to do. It's just I've always had a fascination with it. It's just, you finally, once you get older, you got to find something to do, and it's usually working out or something. So today is legs, and then we got the weekend. Initially I switched to this 5-day-a-week thing because I thought, well, I want to give myself the weekends off, but I never take the weekends off. I always do something fitness related, and I don't know if that's good or if it's bad, or probably a little bit of both. I mean, I'm not really overworked. I'm a school bus driver. I do a lot of sitting. I come home and I do a lot of sitting. I go to bed. I take naps. I don't really have to do yard work because we have somebody that does our yard work for us. Not that there's not a few things I can't take care of out there. I should. I need to. And as far as the house goes, I don't do a whole lot of housework. I mostly do dishes, garbage, and clothes. That's kind of the three main things that I take care of in the house. And usually if somebody needs something hung up or something, they'll yell at me, hey Dad, can you do this for me or help me do this? Or, so I do that kind of stuff. But over the years, my chore list has kind of shrunk down, and I've kind of done that for myself. But I want to be more active and do different things. I need to. I think we all need to. It needs to be our goal. Not just for 2025, but for the rest of our lives, is be active and do things. Even if you just go for a ride in your car. Get in your car and just, I guess, go for a ride. Go out of town. Go to a restaurant you've never been to. Go do something. And I wish I could follow my own advice. We went to see a concert in Nashville. Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Joan Jett, Poison. They were doing their stadium tour. And we went to Nashville and seen them, which was a good time. And I told and that was once in a lifetime thing for us. We don't do that. And I told my wife after that, I texted her and I was like, we need to start living more and doing stuff like that and enjoying life a little bit. And we need that in our life, in our marriage, in our relationship. It helps to bond people. But we've yet to do that. So, along with working on myself, I also need to help work on my marriage. But my wife does too. But that's a different topic. So this weekend I'm going to have the grandkids. So they'll keep me busy. While everybody else is at work, I'll be babysitting grandkids and trying to keep them busy. And we'll probably do an art project. I got them some canvases and paints and stuff for this past Christmas. And told them when it gets a little bit nicer out, we'll go outside and do another art project. So I like doing that with the kids. So I'll do that this weekend. Most likely, if it's still decent out. Get a video, share with the world. That's what we do. So we're closing in on our 30 minutes here. We got 35 seconds left. Guys, if I give you a little inspiration to do these things or anything greater, maybe consider giving me the old like, share, subscribe, and comment. And let me know in the comments what you're doing and all that good stuff. And yeah, while you're at it, don't forget, get up, get out, get rad, do it to it, and we'll see you next time on the Body Beatdown. Everybody have a good day, and we'll see you later.
Get up, get out, get rad, and do it to it!